Okay, this should be, I hope, but I'm here, and today we will be building another Lego Harry Potter set. Hello, Fredo Bricks in the chat. This is the Polyjuice Potion Mistake. Let me try to get this in the box, the shot the best I can. This was a birthday gift. My birthday was about 9 days ago, and I already built it, and I've disassembled it. But I've decided, why not build it again? Because I think it's a great set, and I've decided, because I'm going to be doing a review on this, I wanted to get a speed build in the review. So I've decided, why not get a video of it? So I've decided, just for the fun of it, let's just do this on YouTube. And I realized I've just opened the wrong bag. So I'm going to just dump these back in. We're already in a disaster here. But, so this is the smallest set I think you can buy besides the minifigure pack, which hasn't been released internationally yet. 217 pieces. Technically 4 minifigures, if you count one of them as a minifigure. Approximately 7 characters, or no, 5 characters technically. Or technically, I don't know how exactly you would take this as. But you basically get a whole lot for the price of the set, which I think is pretty good. This is probably the best ever value of a Lego Harry Potter set put out in the past, in this entire wave, I would say. That might be a bit of a hot take, but I am willing to stand by it. But there we go, that's the crash setter. The parts in there. Just flip it around like that. So if anybody else happened to have picked up this set, I'm curious to hear takes on it. I think it's personally one of the best Lego has put out in recent years, as far as pieces and parts go for the set. Here's the first minifigure you build in the set, Hermione. She has a, I think this is the reuse of the butterbeer cup, but it's being used as a Polyjuice Potion here. And then the gold Harry. Now that's a pretty cool one that they've put in this set. For the 20th anniversary of the film franchise and the Lego line, which has been on and off for about 20 years. And there's the golden Harry, and that won't focus, but it says 20 years on the back. Very cool. And for the other stuff, there's the potion bowl. Yeah, it's a really nice set, I will have to say. Hopefully you guys agree with me. And then there's little potion bottles that we see. And there's also a spoon. And you get a couple extra, I believe. So yeah, actually really nice set. I'm going to take these off 1 second. 1 second, I'm just going to, hopefully you guys end up seeing that better. All right. I used to stream on Twitch, but the biggest problem with Twitch is that the live streams would be in such awful quality. They would compress it, because I'd be streaming from my phone in roughly, like it was, I think it must have been 1080p, because that's what the camera on iPhones are capable of. But the thing that really upset me is that it would only capture the stream. One second, let me just. It would only capture the stream in like I don't want to say like 460. It wasn't even 480. But, you know, do what you can, I guess. And for the 2 people watching, let me know that you're here, and this will be a polished video afterwards. And once it's complete, I will give shout outs to all the people in the chat and such. So Fredo Bricks, thank you for joining. At the end of the video, I'll just do a list of everybody who's tuned in, not just on this call, but also on the video, which is something I remember when I used to get shout outs from people in videos. And I lost one of the potion bottles. Oh, geez. There we go. I used to get ecstatic when I would get shout outs. It was like Christmas morning. Well, not really, but yeah, this is what I'm interested in is if you buy 2 of these, because this is only like kind of a quarter of the set. So this is like well, not a quarter, but this is like half of what the bathroom thing. So this is like half, and there's supposed to be another half almost mirrored on the other side. So I wonder if I've tried to. I was playing around with a mock in Digital Designer, Lego Digital Designer, and I know I should be using Studio.io, but I was in Lego Digital Designer. I was able to make this design. Like I was able to get this because these are all, besides the flat pieces, these are all previously released bricks. So I tried my best to kind of replicate the design, but I wasn't able to properly get like a double version of this that almost mirrored over. So I want to try to make a mock where I can actually have the full circular bathroom thing, which will be extremely difficult, but I will try to do. I've had theories about this, like these sets. It will probably just be just me, but I actually remember back in, I don't know, it would have been 2018. I was thinking with all the new sets, like to myself, that they should do something like this, like modular castle pieces. And who knew? And a couple of years later, they actually did end up doing that. So that's pretty cool. Because I think the smaller they make these sets, the easier for custom builders it is. I will say personally for myself, building these is getting sets like this, like supplemental sets that have pieces like this that you can buy and buy multiples of, which I haven't yet, and use the pieces for other parts of your castle and not just one is really cool, in my opinion. But also curious for the viewers, what do you think of the green roofs of these sets? The new green roof pieces. Good, bad? I'm curious. I have Golden Harry and Golden Ron, so I want to get Hermione so I can... Yes, the Golden Trio, that's pretty cool. I actually have Ron too. The Hogsmeade set is very nice. That one is probably one of the best original designs of the range, I have to say. I'm curious. If they're going to do, I doubt they're going to do more characters. They're probably not going to do any more sets for this range after that. But I'm curious if they'll ever do stuff like that in future. Any more kind of promo minifigures? Because I think there's a market for them, but I'm not sure if they'd actually do more. I would love to get. I think Quirrell was a very odd choice for the range. I think that they should have done. And then there's the sticker sheet, just in case you wanted to see what that looks like. I think they should have done McGonagall. I'm not sure if they even did her. I know it's Snape, Dumbledore. What's his name? Harry, Ron, Hermione, and I think that's it. There might be another one that I'm forgetting, but I think they should have done. I think because Quirrell's important to the plot of the first movie, but I feel like there's. And I messed that up. I feel like there's other characters that could have or were more deserving of the title to get in that range. Again, that's just me. But I highly doubt that they'll do them for other movies, which kind of it would be great because Chamber of Secrets, I've made it no secret, is my favorite of the film series. So I'd love to see them take on that film. I'd love to see them do, or at least not take on the film, but Shrieking Shack, yeah, that's one that we need an upgrade of because they haven't done one besides that set in 2004. So that's one that I think definitely, I agree with you on that 100%. Because they've teased in the past, they've done a lot of Prisoner of Azkaban stuff. They did like the scene of the end, the Expecto Patronum. They did. What was the scene that they did? They did. I think they did another. The Hogwarts Express was from Prisoner of Azkaban as well. I'm not sure that would actually be a really great thing to see them do that set because then you could have, and they did you can have Wormtail, Lupin, Sirius Black, and then Ron and Hermione, which would probably just be reuses of figures we've already seen of them, which easy on Lego. And I think that would be a great set. Maybe have it as a Lego store exclusive. I would definitely buy that. That would be a day one purchase. But so what do you, if for the people who are here, what do you guys think of the new green roofs in the sets? I think they are pretty good. I do like them because I feel like it adds a lot more color than the old ones do. That's a bit of a hot take. Because the gray ones are nice, but I think they really needed to spice it up, so I am quite happy that they're doing that. I am sad to see the gray ones go into retirement. I think they're all retired now, or they are retiring at least at the end of the year. So, yeah, they are quite nice. I think they specifically did it for like a tie-in for the 50th or the 20th. Imagine 50 years. I'd be a boomer by then. But I think they did it as like a tie-in for that. But it was it actually worked out very nice. I personally think. But I understand why people are disappointed with them because I know a lot of people don't like them. Granted, I understand why, but I think I messed up here, or I'm missing a piece. Yeah, I messed up here. And here is the very cool bathroom door. I think the stall design in this was pretty interesting. And is that it for this bag? Yes, it is. Okay. So I think I messed up and I put a brown, yeah, I put a brown brick where there's supposed to be a tan one. There we go. Look at that. And we'll be able to see in the next bag the wizard tiles. Well, we technically already did. Let's get a shot of that for the camera. Here is everything in bag 2. And as you can see, we've got 2 tiles. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to just have to quickly check in the instructions because there is a checklist at the back. And I think I know what these are. We have Albus Dumbledore, which let me see how close I can get it before it actually, yeah, it doesn't focus well. We've got Albus Dumbledore. This is the gold variant. There's 2. There's a silver one and there's a gold one. So we've got a silver one. That's pretty cool. And we have, I'm not sure who, we have Nicholas Flamel from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. So that's pretty cool. No duplicates yet. I think the system where they release these aren't very good. But I don't think anyone here cares. I'm not going to try to get a complete set. What is my favorite set of the new wave? That's a good question. I do love the Chamber of Secrets, but I have to say the Hogsmeade set is fantastic. I think they did so much better with that. I don't know. They did such a good job. Blew me away. I think the shops should have been bigger and the stickers could have been better. But I still think that it's a pretty great set for what it is. And there is Harry, and he has his alter ego of Goyle, I believe, and then yeah, he's Harry's Goyle, Ron is Crabbe, and here is Ron. Yeah, the Hogsmeade set is definitely an upgrade. It was surprising that they did that. I was not expecting that at all, but you have to expect that because they're going to run out of original sets eventually. But they seem to be doing stuff closer to the beginning of the film series. Hello, Joseph Multi-Universe in the chat. And here is Ron. And they have the additional hair pieces, which will come into play later, I suppose. Very nice. And we've got a sub build. Okay. Pretty good set for 25 bucks, if I say so myself. Even though it was a gift. I will probably be buying one myself, a second one to mock with. It's going very well, Joseph. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for the viewership as well. But yeah. And then we've got one of these cool arch pieces that goes... Looks really bad from that side, but it's still a cool piece. And yeah, so pretty solid set overall. Really hope that this mod, that is going very well. The video is on, so it's going to be a long one, but I think it's going to be worth it. At least That's pretty biased coming from me since I made the video, but I think it's pretty good. It's going to be a part series. So there's going to be part 1, and there's just going to be a part 2. There's going to I'm not planning to do parts 3 and 4, maybe, but I doubt it's going to take that long. Parts 3 will probably come out in no, part 2 will probably come out around September. Part 1 will come out basically in a couple of days, 6 days from now. I just have to record the voiceover for it. So yeah, I think the Toy Story fans will really enjoy what's coming. And I will be doing a Toy Story stream later today, probably closer to the evening, where I'm going to work on a custom potato head. So be excited for that. And Fredo Brick says, I've got Snape. Yes, those are pretty cool. I would have, personally, those are more exciting characters. I'm not a huge fan of the Fantastic Beasts, so nice grabs in that set. I got some in, I genuinely forget which characters they are, but I got a couple, I think it's 4 in the Hogsmeade set, but they were pretty cool. I will say the problem is I think we're going to discuss this in the Potter podcast that's going on. But the biggest problem with those sets is that the distribution of the parts is just awful. They did not plan it out well at all, and Lego was just, I think they were just kind of surprised. Like I was surprised because I thought that, once you collected all the sets, you would have a complete set, but it was like randomly packed. And I think that's awful because Lego's not a fan of scalpers, even though they make all these lucrative things, because they're literally feeding scalpers, but they hate them. But I think that's it's such a bad system. Joseph says, I will definitely wait for all the Toy Story content. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. Patience is the key, because I don't want to burn out with Toy Story, because right now I'm happy with creating the content, but I feel like the more I make, the less I want to do more, because I want to have that. So, but I will try my best to continue to make Toy Story content, because that's what my channel seems to be the best known for. Which, I don't mind, but I think it hurts, when you put out a video when it gets like 25, 50 views compared to like the usual 500 that like a Toy Story video would get. But I can't complain. The viewers usually come for one thing, so I have to be prepared for that. I think anyone who produces YouTube content should be prepared for that. But you got to roll with the punches, I guess. Right now, just doing the sinks, which are probably the coolest designed part of this set. Very clever design. And I've realized I missed a part on the other ones, so I'll have to put those on. See, in concept, this stream is kind of boring, but it's going to look really cool once it's sped up. So, I wish I can put background music, but I don't want to get copyright claimed. There we go. And the sink pieces clip in. Let me just try to get it in shot. They clip in like that. I think that's in. Wow. Look at that. Now we have one more to do. This is the middle one that flips up. My Star Wars. Yeah, that's the problem with YouTube with with the way things work, but I guess it's just motivation to make other videos better. That's how I see it. So keep working at it. Don't give up. Stay strong and continue what you're passionate about. Because if you put passion in, other people who are also passionate will hopefully find it, which kind of happened here, hopefully. I'd like to think that, but yeah, that's YouTube. If the recommendation system actually worked, more people would get the videos that content creators are trying to get to. And what a world would you what a world we would live in if that actually happened. But I'd like to think that hopefully one day YouTube will go back to the way it was, where they in a way supported content creators better instead of just the ones that make them $1 million. Is that is that in? Yeah, there we go. That's nice and snug. Look at that. And the final piece. And these have studs on top so you can connect it to the other Hogwarts sets, which is very cool. And I've realized I forgot to put a piece in, so we'll have to quickly rewind. And I broke it. And there we go, all built. Very nice. I think that's it. We've got some extra parts here. We've got just some spools with wands. We've got the gold one, which is pretty cool. But let's remove this and just take an overhead view. That is very nice. So as you can see, or not, you can connect it and it will connect to the other castle parts. And I have some tint issues with my camera, but wow, there we go. The final set all completed. I have to remember this is like a mirror almost, the way I'm presenting this, but that is very cool. And the whole feature is that this sink flips up. You've got the entrance to the Chamber of Secrets. So if you put a minifigure down there, it'll slide through. Very nice. Now I will say, it does the way this is kind of built needs. I don't want to trash on. Just needs a bit of work. The design isn't the best. I don't know if I built it incorrectly, but the sink comes off a lot. I've noticed. But, hey, pretty cool. The minifigures, I'll quickly use them. They have their alternate parts. Hermione has this cat headpiece, which is pretty cool. It's kind of similar to the one in the movie. Lego kind of was, of course, Lego-fied, which it works out pretty well. Ron is, I already did this, but Ron, here, I should put this here. And you can't even see it. But Ron is Crabbe, and he just has a hairpiece like this. And I think the face print is pretty good. Not a fan of the hairpiece, though. And I think the best likeness to the movie is probably Harry as Goyle, or I think the hairpiece that they use is perfect. Face print, pretty good. All right. I think that's it for all I can really talk about this set for. That is the Polyjuice Potion Mistake from, one second, there we go. Okay, there we go, there we go. Now it's perfect. That is the Polyjuice Potion Mistake with the gold Harry minifigure. Thank you for the people who are watching this far. Thank you to Fredo Bricks. Thank you to Joseph Multi-Universe. We will have, probably do a live stream later. So if you've watched it up to this point, thank you for watching, and more content to come in future. And